And welcome back to Bump Love. Welcome to the DIY edition. This particular edition, we're talking children and discipline. Over the years, we have ventured on various ways on how we can discipline our children. Some work and some don't. And so today, I would like to introduce you to another possible method that could help you in disciplining your children. And I know you must be going like, that doesn't look anything like where you can discipline a child. And indeed, that's why we're doing this DIY. Over the years, we've done things like spanking children, depriving them of certain things that they absolutely love. We've done things like punishing them and closing them into things that we've called naughty corners. And so today, I would like to introduce you to the calm down corner, sometimes referred to as the cozy corner. But I personally love to call it a calm down corner. It might be helpful for children who, for example, are very strong-headed or have very volatile emotions, or their emotions are extremely strong. A calm down corner might really help. Why, you ask? Because with a child that's highly emotional or that has strong feelings of emotions, especially negative emotions such as anger and sadness and being nervous, it doesn't help if you also, as a parent, are angry back at them and decide to spank them, are angry back at them and send them to a naughty corner, are angry back at them and decide to scream and shout at them. Usually that never works. And if you have a highly emotional child, maybe this is something you'd like to try. In a calm down corner, what you want to do is help your child recognize their emotions. So the first thing you want to do is help them calm down. That's why you want to do a calm down corner. After they have calmed down, you want to, in this space, allow them or give them the opportunity to identify the emotion that they are feeling and then be able to regulate that feeling. So what you do in a calm down corner is it's set up in a corner of maybe their space or their room. You don't want it to be a public place, but you can also set it up in a public space. It's really up to you. So it could be in their room or in a different corner, somewhere where they can go away, because most of the time when they're feeling this rage of emotions, they want to be somewhere a bit far away. You also want to make sure that it's a safe space. It's soft and it's cozy, and if they decide to throw themselves all over the place, you know that the place that they are going to throw themselves all over is soft. So you want a lot of pillows, a lot of fur, and a lot of blankets and warm blankets so that your child can be safe in this corner. So that's the first thing about when you're setting up this calm down or this cozy corner. A lot of pillows, a lot of nice blankets, a lot of softness to help them calm down. The second thing that you want is emotion regulators. Emotion regulators could include things like fidget spinners, or could include things like bubble wrap, a place where things that they can come to, and you know what we've always done with these bubble wraps. Sometimes they can be really helpful for somebody, even for us, when we are getting a bit frustrated. These do help, right? Have you ever felt that way? So even these can help our children. So if you put them in a place, fidget spinners, these bubble wraps in a box that they know this is where their emotional regulators are, it absolutely helps. Other people use slime and they use Play-Doh. You could also use slime or Play-Doh inside where you will keep your emotional regulators. The other thing you want is emotional identifiers. So it's a little box maybe, or different toys that have different emotions. I'll just introduce you to this particular one that we have. On one side, it shows nervous. On another side, it shows angry. On another side, it shows sad. On another side, it shows unhappy. On another side, it shows fine. and on another side it shows happy. The reason for this is because most times that we use the first 4 boxes to show regular emotions that our children might feel. They might feel sad, they might feel angry, they might feel unhappy, and you as a parent should be able to tell them or explain to them what emotion they feel, so that at that point when they're really angry or they're really upset or they have to come into their calm down corner, they can quickly tell you the feeling they have is anger, or the feeling that they have is unhappiness, or the feeling that they have is sadness. It could also be disappointment. So tell them the difference of their emotions so that they can be able to tell you what emotion they are feeling at the point when they are going through a meltdown. And then after they've been in their calm down corner, they should be happy to use the top and the bottom of our boxes, of our emotional boxes, to show happiness and to show being fine. They might not be happy, but they just might be fine after that meltdown. They're okay, not happy, not sad, and that might be how they are feeling. Another great emotional identifier is books. Books do help tell children's emotions. So here is some books. These books come from so many stories, and so many stories can actually give you access to a library of books. They don't have to stay the same, right? So what you want is books that can tell you of different emotions that a child might be feeling. Some might be feeling a strong feeling of hate, or they might be feeling just sad. So get books in here in your cozy corner that really talk about emotions. Or these books can help your child identify their emotions, but also more importantly, look at how characters in the books with these very same emotions handled their emotions. And then lastly, the emotion, what I personally call celebrants. These are toys that your child could have now gone through, they've gone through the meltdown. They've even forgotten that they were upset and they were sad. These are what I call the emotional celebrators. These are the ones which, after I've gone through the emotions I've gone through and the meltdown I've gone through, these are toys I can play with. If you, for example, have a girl, dolls and fluffy toys might help. If you have, for example, a boy, you might use animals, or even girls. Girls also love animals. I should know because my daughter loves animals. But yeah, for example, for me, if I were to set up a calm down corner for both my son and my daughter, I'll just have all of these, and whichever they find they would like to play with, then they can play with for their emotional celebrators. So we have some animals here. We also have where they can draw and where they can color. I think those are very good emotional celebrators. We also have like some toy cars and some toy planes for them to play with even after they've had their meltdown. Most times we advise that you allow a child to go into their calm down space before the meltdown happens. When you see the meltdown is just about to begin, you want to be able to invite your child to go into their calm down corner. Now, the calm down corner for this type of child should not and should never be a punishment. It should be a space where they calm down. And I wish we'd been taught some of these things growing up, because we go through it. We just need a place where sometimes we're going through a meltdown and we just need a space to calm down, breathe in and breathe out, take in all of our emotions, define our emotions before we can go out into the world again. And this is exactly what this space gives to your child. And so it should not and should never be a punishment, but rather an opportunity for them to discover their feelings and their emotions. So never ever punish your child to come into the calm down corner. Now, when you see your child has started with the emotional celebrators, they're playing with their cars, you hear them after they've been crying and screaming and kicking, now you kind of hear them saying, vroom, 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 or they are talking to their toys because the lion and the cow are talking. I'm gonna eat you up, I'm gonna take you down. Ah! Immediately you realize that your child's meltdown is over and they've now started to play. Now might be a good time for you to come in. To come in and say, hey Bianca, can we have a conversation? Or hey Blake, can we have a conversation? Always ask for permission to enter your child's calm down space. Another quick tip about a calm down space is allow your child to be a part of the process. Your child should be the one drawing all of these emotions as you explain to them what kind of emotions they might feel while they're in here. And when you come down and sit down with your child and they have drawn these emotions, you can now ask them what exactly they were feeling before, so they can tell you that they were feeling angry, and then you can talk to them about that anger, and if there's any consequence for whatever it is that they did, that is a good time to tell them what the consequence will be. Maybe it will be that they will not watch TV for 4 days. Maybe it will be that they will not be able to play with their favorite toy. Maybe it will be, I don't know what kind of punishment you might be having to give them at that point. Now, during this time is a great time to tell them what that punishment is going to be. And then after you're done, to tell them that you'll be leaving their space and that they're welcome to join you guys again when they're feeling better. And of course, immediately you tell them their punishment, they might get upset again. But that should not deter you. Leave them in their space to go through their emotions again before you come back to discuss it, and then still be able to give your punishment as a parent. I hope this helps. When you next make your calm down corner, please take a picture, share in the comment section, and let us know how it's going. Until next time, with love from Bumpler.